Deuteronomy 14, 1 to 29. So it talks about food that the Israelite can eat and can't eat, and I think it's directly related to not only spiritually, but it's not only so that they distinguish between clean and unclean spiritually, but also for health benefits, because I think like pigs, they usually carry diseases and stuff like that back then. So I think that is twofold. And then it's also interesting right here, this verse. I don't know what that really talk about, but from the impression that I got was that people do shave the front of their heads, like for the dead, for some reason, like some kind of ritual, like they belong to the dead or something like that, like but God despises, God is against that practice. And then so this one right here, it's also said that do not eat anything that was already dead. Interesting. I just finished eating, like I bought dead crab because they were cheap, and like 1/3 of the price. And now that I just read this, but I think this is for the Israelite. Today we eat a lot of things that are already dead, like frozen food and everything like that. And then it also talk about tithe, and the interesting thing is I thought all the tithing is usually goes to the priest, but it seems like right here it says, verse 23, so set aside 1/10 of all that you produce in each year, and then eat the tithe of your grain in the presence of the Lord your God at the place he would choose as a dwelling for his name. So there's a place where you tithe and then you eat it. But I think maybe it's eat a portion of the tithe. I don't think it means eat all of the tithe. Yeah, I think that's the case. It's probably a portion of the tithe, and the rest of the portion goes to the Levite and the priest, I think. And then right here, like for example, it also said that if you cannot go to that place like where God would choose, then exchange the tithe for silver, and then take the silver and go to the place God would choose, then use the silver to buy whatever you like. So it's really like, and then it said do not neglect the Levite. So I'm not sure how it all kind of fit in together, so that maybe a portion goes to the Levite and a portion then you do. I'm not sure what this, yeah, like this tithe law is very different from what I understand tithing to be. So that's very interesting. I'll probably have to look up into it a little bit more. And then because verse 28, it said at the end of every 3 years, then store it in the town, and then the Levites, foreign and fatherless and widows, can come and eat and be satisfied. So this is sharing what you have. But yeah, it's very different from what I understand. This is very important to understand, I think.